Hello YouTube, Time Itself here, and playing Team Deathmatch today. This is Ground War, and we wound up in Team Death. But this isn't so much about the gameplay. I've got some YouTube commentary, Black Ops related kinds of thoughts I want to put out there, and I'm just going to talk over the gameplay, so enjoy. I'm kind of curious if you guys would like me to keep posting the live chat gameplays where I sync up the chat, both my teammates and my own, and pretty much take out the game sound so you can really listen to the chat. It is sort of interesting to hear how we communicate, but I understand it could probably get pretty old pretty quickly. Obviously, one of the reasons I do keep doing that is because those are really easy to put together, and it doesn't take a whole lot of effort like commentary, which commentaries do take me a while. I put a lot of work into them. And if I really just want to get some gameplay out there, doing the chat is a pretty easy way to do that. And the other aspect really is one of the reasons that I started posting on YouTube to start with, and that's so that my teammates can see what it looks like from my point of view. Honestly, I'd kind of like to see some more of their points of view. Back in the days of Halo 1, 2, 3, and COD 4, and even a little bit of World at War, I was close enough to most of them, just wound up seeing them often enough that I could actually watch them play. Even if it wasn't in a game where I was playing, I could at least get a pretty good idea of how they like to play the game. And it's one of the reasons I got better, honestly, is watching them play. And I'd like to think that we're a pretty effective team, and so seeing how your actions affect the rest of the team across the map, something might happen and you don't understand why until you actually see it on someone else's screen. And so, that's one of the reasons I like to post a lot of gameplay, even if I don't get to do commentary over all of it. But Black Ops is going to change that. I'm not going to record the chat, but we will be able to cruise around the map, I hope, and watch from anyone's points of view that we feel like it, kind of like Halo. And I remember doing that in Halo a lot. This is another motivation for why I do this, and found it really useful. So I don't know if I'm going to keep posting the live chat as much when we get to Black Ops, unless it's really useful. Maybe just bring them into the game as needed during commentaries. I've tried that occasionally, but it's actually sort of hard to make the whole timing thing work out so that my commentary lines up with a break in the action or whatever it is to transition into their chat. Surprisingly difficult, really. See if we can't come up with a good way to make that work, though, as I think it would be pretty cool to both do the commentary and the chat as appropriate. And honestly, one of the other reasons I keep doing it is because the live chat stuff is something that I think I'm probably one of the few people set up to do. We'll post a little thing on how I do it, and you'll see that being able to post the chat and music and not be drowned out by the gameplay is something kind of unique I can do, so I figured I would keep doing it for a while. The kind of spontaneous humor it brings is pretty enjoyable, the real issue being that there just isn't enough of it most of the time. Everyone's concentrating on playing the game. For example, the other day we were playing on Salvage and someone made the call out that they were spawning in the clown car. Now, that really is a funny call out, I have to say, but it is also very descriptive, and I knew exactly where the people were spawning, so that works. That would be the one section of the concrete pipes that's next to a wall, and people will just spawn in it all day even though you're standing right next to it, and it's like you're standing next to a clown car because they keep piling out of it. It's great. So yeah, live chat maybe works. We'll see where it goes in Black Ops. But as far as other things that I would like to do that I don't see a lot of other people doing is really focused on team play, and especially lots of the little nuances that you pick up after a while playing with the team. And the first and biggest part of that is just having teammates that you can rely on and that you've played a fair amount with, and they're willing to rely on you too. You've probably seen a fair amount of that in my gameplay where a teammate or two and I will go into an area, clear it out, and then hold it, pinning the enemy in from the direction that we think they're spawning or going to be coming from. And that's not something one person can do on their own. You see here in the game, I'm just out running around in team death all on my own. I'm fine, they don't really know I'm here, and I can probably be okay on my own. But if this were an objective game, and I was out here doing this, I would either be doing completely nothing to help my team, or maybe just a little bit of distraction for the random guy who wanted to come back and try and get a payback kill on me. So this works in team death, not so much in the objective games. in addition to some team-based tactics, I'd also kind of like to get into some more weapon and map-specific thoughts, especially when, if you've got an entire team running shotguns. How do you go about doing that? And that's something we like to do occasionally for fun, but it works out really well for us, and I think once we can get some theater mode footage, we can really break that down, and I think it'll be pretty interesting to go over how we make that work for us. And last but not least, kind of always thought about trying to do some machinima. I don't think I'd be any good at it, but it might be fun. I'm gonna check this out. I was gonna put the care package down for this guy, but we got a little bit too long left in the game, so I'll just knife him. Anyway, machinima, and now that I got the whole capture and editing thing down, it could be kind of fun to try, even if I probably end up being terrible at it. Whatever. I could start with a little Mystery Science Theater over some gameplay style stuff. I could see it working. At any rate, hopefully going to finish up a short little montage I'm working on here. I've uploaded a commentary I did for a community channel. Hopefully they'll post that within the next week. It was a game on Terminal. It was really good, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I'll be sure to link to it when they finally do post it. Oh, look at this vulture here. No, this is mine. My precision airstrike, not yours. Seeing that map reminded me, in World at War, you could pull up a full-screen map like that. I think it was up on the D-pad, if I'm not mistaken. I hope Treyarch brings that back. It's really useful, because the start map, kind of cluttered and kind of brings you out of the game, but just having that full-screen map is really cool, and I like it. Anyway, I'm going to call this in and wrap this game up. Alright, not gonna lie, I feel pretty good about how I ended that game. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in Black Ops. Please leave a comment, I could always use some more constructive criticism. Thanks once again, and have a great day.
I'm ready for delivery.
UAV online.
My house, bitch.
UAV ready.
Friendly Predator missile inbound.
He's in a corner.
Ready to jam into the UAV.
Hey, that was him.
Counter UAV is up.